Hey everyone, and welcome to my first video in English. I'm the Woman FIDE Master Aiden Mena, and today we're gonna be analyzing one of my games that I played recently. In this game, I was playing the white pieces, and with the black pieces we have the strong player and Olympic team member from Panama, Efren Ramos. This was a game that I played in an international online tournament on Lichess, so I will put the link down below. This tournament consisted of 7 classical games. Each was 30 minutes and 30 seconds increment per move per player. And we played 1 game per week. So now let's start with the game. As I said before, I played the white pieces. So e4, c5, knight f3, knight c6, d4, c takes on d4, knight takes on d4, knight f6, knight c3, e5, knight db5, d6, bishop g5. Until here, everything is theory and we have a Sicilian Sveshnikov variation. a6, and here I played bishop takes on f6. That's not the best move. The best move was knight a3. Here the line will continue with b5, knight d5, bishop e7, bishop takes on f6, bishop takes c3. Here I'm planning to go with my knight of a3 to c2, then e3, and so I can defend the knight on d5. Bishop g5, knight c2, rook b8, a4, attacking the b5 pawn, b takes on a4, knight c b4, attacking the a6 pawn, knight takes, c takes, bishop d7, bishop takes on a6, castle, castle, queen e8, b3, a takes on b3, and queen takes on b3. With an equal position, but I think white is better because of the space advantage. So this was a game played between Karyakin and Dubov in the year 2017. But in my game, I played bishop takes on f6 because I thought he can't take with the queen since I'm making knight c7 check with a fork. So he has to take with the g-pawn and then he will have double pawns. So he took with the g-pawn. Then I played knight a3 and here he played d5. So in this position I was a little surprised because that's just a free pawn. But later in the game I saw that he had compensation for the pawn because he gave his bishop from f8 more action. Instead of d5, f5 is the classic move in this position. Here the line will continue with knight c4 attacking the d6 pawn, knight d4, e takes on f5, bishop takes on f5, knight e3. Here white is attacking the bishop on f5 and also going with the knight to d5. That's a weak square. Bishop d6, knight c d5. Here white is putting a knight in a weak square. We know that when we have a backward pawn, such as the pawn on d6, the best way to take advantage of it is by blocking it, and the best piece to do so is the knight. So bishop h6, c3, knight e6, bishop d3, removing the pair of bishops. Bishop takes on e3, knight takes on e3, queen b6, attacking the b2 pawn, castle, knight f4, bishop e2, rook g8, and bishop f3. Here white is improving the bishop with an equal position. And also I think white is better because of the pawn on d6, that's on an open line, and the queen is already attacking the pawn. So this is a position where it's more easier to play with white. But in the game, black played d5. So here I took on d5 with my queen because I thought since I'm winning a pawn, exchanging pieces and getting faster to an endgame should be good for me. But actually the best way to take on d5 was with the knight. So here the line will continue with bishop takes on a3, b takes, bishop e6, bishop c4, queen a5 check, c3, bishop takes on d5, bishop takes, queen takes on c3 check. Here white plays king f1 since he can't cover with the queen on d2 because black will just take the rook on a1. So king f1, queen takes on a3, and rook b1. And here white has a slightly better chances. White has two files open, the b file and the d file, and also the bishop on d5 is in a really good position. So here the plan for white is to play g3, then queen g2, and bring the rook from h1 to the center. But I played queen takes on d5. Then the game continued with bishop e6 attacking the queen. Queen takes on d8 check, rook takes, and here I played knight c4. Here I'm controlling these two squares, b6 and d6. He played knight b4, so I played knight e3, defending the pawn on c2 and also controlling the squares d5 and f5 that are weak in the black position. Here he played bishop h6 and I played a3. But a better move was knight cd1, defending the knight on e3. Then the line will continue with knight takes on a2, c3, so the knight can go back to b4, king f8, d3, rook g8, bishop g2, king g7, castle, rook d3, knight f5 check, bishop takes, e takes, and white has a slight advantage because the knight on a2 has no squares to go. As you can see, he can go to b4 because of the c3 pawn. So the game continued with a3. Here black took on e3. I took on b4. He played bishop d2 check. Here I can go to d1 because then he will play bishop takes on c3 check and he will just win a piece. So the only square to go is e2. Here he played bishop c4. That wasn't the best move. Actually f5 was better. With this move he's just giving away his double pawn and he's also looking for a better square for the bishop that will then attack the pawn on c2. Then rook d1, bishop at h6, king e1, so my bishop can have more space. F takes on e4, knight takes, f5, rook takes on d8, king takes, knight c5, attacking the bishop and the pawn, bishop d5, c4, bishop c6, and rook g1. Here the plan for white is to defend the g-pawn so he can develop his bishop from f1 to d3 and then attack the f5 pawn. So he played bishop c4 check. Here the only square that I have is f3. Then he played bishop takes on f1, rook h takes on f1, bishop takes on c3, b takes on c3, and here he played rook d2, entering the 7th rank, and also attacking the c2 pawn that's really weak. So here I played b5. In this position I wasted a lot of time thinking about what I was gonna play because I had no idea of which plan I can follow. I didn't like the idea of playing rook fc1 because I didn't want my rook to be attached defending that c2 pawn that's weak. So I played b5 to try to seek for some counterplay. But actually the best move was to play rook fc1 and just defend the c2 pawn because I'm a pawn up. So that was the best move. Then the line will continue with king e7, king e3, and then he has to go away with the rook. Rook d8, rook cb1. Here I'm planning to make b5 and attack the b7 pawn that's gonna be weak. Rook c8, attacking the c3 pawn, rook b3, defending c3 and also planning to play b5. Rook h g8 and g3. And with a pawn up for white, this endgame shouldn't be hard to win. The game continued with b5. He took on c2, I took on a6, he played rook takes on c3 check, king e2, B takes on a6, rook takes on a6. Black played king e7, and I play rook a7 check. Here, black decided to go to f8, because if he goes to e6, then I will play rook b1, and I'm threatening rook b6 checkmate. So black goes to f8. I played rook b1, threatening check on b8, and also going to b7, attacking the f7 pawn. He played king d7, and I play rook b7, attacking the f7 pawn. And the only way to defend that pawn is if black plays rook f8. I play king d2, rook c4, attacking the e4 pawn, king d3, rook d4 check, king e3. And here we made a draw since none of us was able to win. It's a rook endgame with the same amount of pawns. So to not make it longer, we made a draw. So that was the video for today. I hope you guys like it.